Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, people then. Welcome back to Danny AFC TV. Halfway through the week, it's a Wednesday. A little bit of analysis of last night's wonderful game. Truly momentous up in Italy, the San Siro Stadium. Debating again just like last night. Oh mate, it's fucking piss poor. One team again, you know. Atlanta. That is the last time I back Atlanta to do anything. I ever watched them. Fuck Lookman, fuck their manager, fuck Italy, and fuck Atlanta especially. But guys, do be liking, do be subscribing if we is new. The title says, are Arsenal more of an attacking threat with Jesus or when fully fit Havertz as a number 9? If anyone says cool, like WB did say to me today, shouts out to him, oh, but Havertz is injured. Well, he's back on the bench, so he ain't that injured, number 1. Number 2, you can roughly remember what he played like last season and the season before for Arsenal, so let's allow that bollocks. So yeah, question being, just ask, are Arsenal Football Club more of a threat when Jesus is a number 9 like last night? 2 very productive goals, whether they were tap-ins, shouts out to you, Kaylee, tap-ins or 20-yard stunners. But in saying that, on the counter-attack, suddenly Arsenal let blast off. Gorkarez goes sort of nutty and hits one from outside the area. I do love the goal. I love the effort. I slightly do blame the goalkeeper for it. But you know what? If it doesn't even for his fucking confidence, then shouts out to Victor Gorkarez. Let me get the stream out there. Shouts out to Kaylee, who's up in the building. Having some nutty quiet lies recently, man. It's not good. It's not good at all. Facebook's dead. Why do I even put it there? Let's try that. There's old James's dog. Go on, Kelly. Shouts out to James, the real one. Quickly on Twitter. Live now. Shouts out to Loco of all dogs. He's a real G. Shouts out to Thierry, my boy. Up in the building tomorrow if we do a 10 p.m. live. Shouts out to TT. A few people on WhatsApp, real quick people. Try and just liven up the place real flipping quick. Where is the money tonight? We could do some money talk. But going forward against Man United, who would be your number 9? Like, obviously, I take it Victor Gorkarez will start as a number 9. I don't think I would necessarily do that, guys. I don't think I'd be going Victor Gorkarez at all to start up front. I think I'd keep it with Jesus. Let Gorkarez sweat for a minute. Let him work for it. Let him come off in the last 15, let him come on in the last 15, 20 minutes and see if he can do something like he did in the San Siro last night. It was the San Siro after all. He has scored against Bayern Munich now, and I think he might have netted one against Chelsea. The reason why I mention that is because live on the channel, what's up? Quickly talk to me real quick. I'm live now. I'll talk to you in 15, all right? So, like no one knows the 10 p.m. slot. Where was I? What was I saying, WB?
No idea.
WB's in and out like a good one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the football news of today. Goodbye, Ethan and Warren. Now, the one good thing that is amazingly fucking smashing about this deal is the more games he plays, is the less money we get as a loan fee. Apparently, we can earn between 2 and 4 to 5 million euros as a loan fee for Ethan and Warren. But my understanding of this deal is if he plays 1, 2, or 5 games, we get 3 or 4 or 5 million euros. If he plays like all the games between now and the end of the season, we probably get half a million euros at best. And I think that's a fucking fantastic deal. At long last, shouts out to Loco, the big dog. Loco. Now go away. I think that's a fucking amazing deal, considering Marseille are in a fucking fine position in the league. I'm not saying they're going to win the league. No way. Paris Saint-Germain have got the dibs on that every season because look at the size and the strength of their squad. And no matter how tricky Luis Enrique has found defending the league title, Champions League, whatever they won last year, probably the French Cup, they're not going to have a clear run of it this year, but they will win the French fucking league. Yeah, because it's Farmers League. But as long as Marseille can consolidate second, it gives them a fair chance again of trying to regroup, try and keep De Zebri in the summer, try and keep players like Greenwood. They've just signed Quinton Timber, the brother of Jurian. So I'm sure that means hard-working, a lot of work ethic, a lot of fucking blood, guts, and spirit. If he's anything to go, he's like his brother. Arsenal during, of course. And of course, they've got Ethan Awari from Arsenal. And as I've already just said, the more games he plays, the less money we get as a loan fee. So the loan fee hasn't been set in stone. We haven't received anything yet. It will be discussed at the end of the season, depending on the amount of games that Ethan Awari does play for Olympique Marseille in the Stade Velodrome. I've got to visit that stadium one day. But goodbye, Ethan Awari. Real Madrid centre-back, 19 years old, has been linked to the club. His name is Victor Valdepeñas. Sounds a little bit Greekish, as I keep always saying. But Victor Valdepeñas has been linked to Arsenal. He's 19 years old. He is the Mark Gahey alternative, as a lot of reports have said it. And we have been linked with someone that I screamed that should have come to the club about 3.5 years ago, when he was 19. A tender 18, 19-year-old was Osman Diamonde, has finally been linked with Arsenal. Jeremy Jacquet, problem at Chelsea. Could Arsenal stage a hijack? Now, when I say problem at Chelsea are just not feeling the fucking money that Stade Rennes wants for Jeremy Jacquet. I think Jeremy Jacquet, honestly, from what I've seen, it isn't a lot. I've probably watched him live twice, and then it's been clips after that, and clips we know are kind of bollocks and doesn't really show you the full story, etc. But feeling as a motherfucker, and do you know what? I'm not usually wrong, especially on young talent. This Jeremy Jacquet, he is the closest thing to what the French squad have got to a new and brand new William Saliba. Fuck it, they're both so good. I'd put them both together for the French national team in the up-and-coming World Cup. Jacquet, Saliba, Jacquet, whichever way you say it, could be a World Cup winning combination. Unfortunately, though, Arsenal fans, it looks like Jeremy Jacquet will end up at Chelsea. But Stade Rennes want an incredible, and it is an incredible, 52 million English pounds, king, queens, fucking sterling. Cash! Fucking money. Shouts out to Captain Kenan. Captain, the first number 10 that's represented Juventus as captain, skipper, leader of men since Alessandro Del Piero. So hats off to Kenan Yildiz. Not only is he the first Turkish man to captain the great fat lady of Turin, Juventus, he is the first brother since Alessandro Del Piero to don the number 10, the famous number 10 at Juventus, and also be the captain of the club. He was instrumental tonight in Juventus' win over Jose Mourinho's Benfica. And obviously, no January signings. I pray that Arsenal do the right thing and bring me 2 Turkish internationals in the summer. Number 1, we sell Odegaard, £75 million, beg Man City to take him, pair him with Haaland, let them kiss, love each other, 75 mil. That's all I want from you, Man City. And we bring that 75 million to La Blancos, Real Madrid, and beg them to give us Odegaard. We might have to put 10, 15, maybe 20 million euros on top of that 75. Is it worth it to get rid of fucking Martin Odegaard, the captain? Rice or Saliba can take her, or Gabriel. Any one of them 3 are primed and ready to take over the captain armband and be more influential in the overall leadership squad, whatever you want to call it, at Arsenal. And fuck Odegaard off. He's too quiet for me. He's like a mouse. He plays like a mouse. He's built like a mouse. And there's too many games he's pissed me off. On that note, quickly on to Eze. Well, fuck you, Eze, innit? I know you've come out of the wilderness after like 3-4 games without getting a fucking minute, and that's bang out of order and whatever, 67.5 million. But you know what, brother? Fuck you as well. No wonder I'm screaming for Odegaard and Kenan Yildiz to join, because you know what? None of them would be as disrespectful and rotten as you fucking brothers. Odegaard has been here 5 years, but then again, he was at Real Madrid for 7 years, and he never produced the stats that Odegaard done in his first 6 months as a Real Madrid player. What Odegaard done in the first 6 months of his Real Madrid career, Odegaard didn't do in 7 years at Real Madrid. Now, yes, you may scream he had a lot of loans and went to fucking this team in Holland 2 times. He went to some camp where Isaac was, Sociedad, for a season on loan. I don't give a fuck. His stats were shit at all the clubs he was at. What, 7 assists for Sociedad, 7 in Holland. Fuck off. He was never that good. £34 million. Not bad fucking buy from Arsenal. He served his purpose, but now, like fucking good wine, like a good piece of pum-pum, like a good titty, all good things must come to an end. Odegaard, you must come to an end. Rant number 1, 10 minutes down. Eze. What the fuck do you actually do with this guy? He looks fat. He looks overweight. Now we're hearing his intensity and drive in training isn't 100% spot on to Mikel Arteta and the rest of the coaching teams liking. If this is true, the writing Zebedee style is on the fucking wall. He was a very, very big fish in a very tiny pond. And I'm sorry to say that the pond at Palace is getting smaller. Mateta gone, Glasner gone, Eze gone, Mark Gahey gone. Adam Wharton soon to go. Crystal Palace, you're toothless, you're nailless. You'll be in a relegation battle next summer, you fucking pagan fucks. You should have Eddie running your business for you, innit? You silly little South London cunt. Right, couple of comments. Yo, Gorkarez, Julian Alvarez up top next season. So what do you do with Havertz and Jesus? Oh, Jesus is gone. Havertz, what do you do with him on 350 grand a week? I hear, as long as there is a decent amount of profit available to Atletico Madrid, who Andrea Berta did sign Julian Alvarez from Man City for £82 million. 110, 115? Because they're not going to accept fucking 80 million quid, are they? They're not taking a loss on Alvarez. He hasn't been shit out there. So realistically, what kind of money, if Alvarez is your guy, how old is Alvarez? 24? Is Julian Alvarez, in fact, actually the striker we should have got last summer? But then again, Atletico Madrid, they're the ones that got him, what was minutes before, like, I don't know, 82 million. One of Andrea Berta's last major deals at Atletico Madrid. Could he spin that and make him an Arsenal player? We hear he's always liked Barrios, the central midfielder of Atletico Madrid. Odegaard is like Ozil, just without the assists and trophies. Yeah, I know, innit? No assists, no trophies. Again, what Ozil done by the time he was 24, his 24th birthday, he had racked up 295 assists in his career. Odegaard will not retire with stats like that. Ozil hit that by the time he was 24 years old. Bow down the genius, the king that is Mesut Ozil. By the time he was 24, 300 assists. Iniesta, apparently one of the greatest midfielders in the world, retired on 192 assists. Now remember, you have to take into account, maybe they are very slightly different positions. Maybe Iniesta worked slightly harder than Ozil, but he was in a Barcelona team that won the fucking Spanish title every year, was in the semi-final or final of the Champions League every year, was in the semi-final, if not the final of the Spanish Copa del Rey every year. He had all the opportunities in the world to get 500, 600, 700 assists and maybe 250 to 350, 450 goals for Barcelona in the way that team was set up and the way that team was so attack-minded with Lionel Messi, Ronaldinho, come on, Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, Fabregas for a little while. Come on, guys. Do you know what I mean? So what Ozil done at Werder Bremen and Schalke before you want to throw it out? Oh, he was at Real Madrid. It was easy for him. His stats at Werder Bremen and Schalke are fucking incredible. He walked into Real Madrid. He changed the game there a fucking massive amount as well. Do you know what I mean? The assists were racking up. What is it? 19, 21 assists in his first season at Real Madrid. After a couple of months injuries as well. I think his best assist season at Arsenal. But then again, he had Giroud to play with. Emmanuel Bowie. He racked up 19 assists, I think, in his first season at Arsenal Football Club as well. Ozil was the genius that should have been just more of a genius. Was he better than Dennis Bergkamp? Fuck it, I believe technically and skillfully and just know-how-wise, very possibly. Gorka is on a little run now. Chelsea and Inter, hopefully against United too. If he does against United, because I take it he will start. So what is your preferred 1 to 11 against Man United? Because you know what? I'll be real. I'd still keep Jesus. Reason being, we're more of an attacking threat with Jesus or Havertz as a strike as the number 9. We go stiff with Gorka up front, and we'll be stiff until he comes off, and the game will open up for the last 20 minutes when Jesus has been brought onto the pitch. But that I'll prove to you at 4:30 this Saturday, when hopefully we're not at 1-1. But if we're 1-1 and Jesus is hitting the park, I'll be telling you, I fucking told you, Abi. Now we're going to get 1-2 chances. We'll pick off Manchester United easier now. Because Jesus moves around. He moves to the left wing, the right wing, centre, comes into false 9, comes into centre midfield. Gorka is like a fucking, I don't want to use them words, like a necrophilic. His neck, bro, he's too stiff. He don't go nowhere. I'll put a cover over his face. Can't. I'll start Jesus or give him at least 30 minutes. I'll start Jesus. And I'll take him off in the 60th, 70th minute. What? plays on 280 grand a week, you are fit enough with 15 minutes at half time to chill out. You're fit enough to play 65 minutes for me and play a fucking good 65 minutes as well. Give the last 25 plus stoppage time to that little prick Victor Gyökeres. Havertz, I want to see you up against Wigan in the FA Cup. We'll see how you're faring after your big long injury. You may never be the same Havertz again. I didn't like the Havertz that was here before. Just saying. Mateta, Aston Villa. Yes, Aston Villa or who is it? Right, let's start from the bottom. Mateta, £40 million, Aston Villa. Aston Villa said, ooh. Juventus said yes to £40 million, but it would have to be structured in a fucking slow and painstaking way. Plus, they would want him on a 6-month loan first. That would include conditions. So, Juventus's offer for Jean-Philippe Mateta is a loan with an obligation of €40 million. Aston Villa have been told £40 million. Mateta is yours. Remember, Mateta is out of contract and free in the summer of 2027. Mateta, has asked to leave Crystal Palace today. Marseille have signed Quinton Timber and Ethan Awari on loan from Arsenal. Bournemouth agreed a deal for 19-year-old exciting Brazilian right winger, 19-year-old Ryan. He has signed from Vasco da Gama. And yes, I'm looking forward to seeing how he fares in the Premier League. I have been tracking Ryan for a little while. Another guy I've been keeping my eye on since his 2-year AC Milan loan deal is Brahim Diaz. Anyone that watched the African Nations Cup and watched Morocco will know, even though I've probably underrated Brahim Diaz before, he's a fucking good player. I'm not sure if he's better than Odegaard. If Real Madrid are alone Odegaard for the next 6 months and we take Brahim Diaz, it actually would have break my heart. But Brahim Diaz allegedly is available for £50 million. PSG are prepared to offer up to €50 million to snatch Ayoub Bouadi now this January and leave him where he is until the end of the season on loan. Never play, well, this is something for me, this ain't football news. Just drop fucking Odegaard, drop Eze, they're both pagans. Should we play with 2 number 9s? Jesus and a Havertz up front. Gyökeres and a Jesus. Could that play mind games? The old Wenger way, like Overmars and Parra on the wing, Petit Vieira in the middle. Should we do Rice, Zubimendi, Trossard, Saka, and 2 strikers that could bamboozle Premier Leagues? Or is that just an idea that's just fucking sounds like I've blazed too much ice cream cake, Rubik's, fucking lemon cherry gelato this very evening? But yes, the way our number 10s are playing, I'd almost drop both the cunts out. And why we fucked off? Wanker club. Odegaard is a prick. Bastard club. Eze is a fat cunt. South Londoner. I play 2 number 9s. I'm being deadly serious. I'll try it for a couple of games. Eze, could he be the worst signing ever by Arsenal Football Club? Sell Odegaard in the summer, sign Ardu Güler, and then make Kenan Yildiz follow him. Victor Valentines, sounds a bit Greek, could be the alternative to Mark Gahey this summer. Arsenal have opened up the can of worms that is sporting CP central defender Osman Diomande. You'll know 4 years ago I wanted this guy at Arsenal when he was just 18 years old. Julio Alvarez is ready to return to the Premier League. Atletico Madrid would sanction a sale at £115 million, not euros. Jeremy Shaqiri is free to join Chelsea as long as Chelsea come up with £52 million, and that's cash money, allegedly, Stad Rennes are saying. Chelsea said they will pay the £52 million, but it's £10 million now, £10 million next year, £10 million the year after, £10 million. And Stad Rennes, thankfully, are saying, fuck you, Chelsea. Could Arsenal perform some kind of hijack for Jeremy Jacquet? That would turn me on. Arsenal still say they would sanction a deal that would see Gabriel Jesus sold this January window if we could get any money for him, as he's a free transfer in the summer of 26. And Breno Biden, Corinthian central midfielder. I don't know nothing about him. 21 years old, central midfielder, suddenly linked with Arsenal over the last couple of weeks. I mentioned it today because it now keeps coming up, like a fucking sore fucking blowjob you're getting of a bird putting teeth on your cock or something. Guys, do me liking and do me subscribing. As long as Jesus and Victor keep scoring, I don't want to see Kaya. Interesting. Why? Could we sell Kaya? Who would give us 40 million for him? A 25 million pound loss, but a huge 350,000 pounds a week off the fucking wage bill. I like Bournemouth scouting, turning into a Brighton still. We'll see how Rayan gets on. Marco Asensi, or is it Sensi, has looked all right. He's on a free in the summer. He won't sign a new deal at Bournemouth. People are saying Chelsea are watching the central defender. Marcos Sensi. Sensi. of Bournemouth. Obviously, they sold their central defender to PSG last summer. I can't remember his name. Dane Hudson to Real Madrid. Semenyo to Manchester City. Yeah, they've done massively well, and they must have a few quid to spend. Sorry. So with Ryan coming in from Vasco da Gama, could that be the first of a few to keep their manager happy? Not Marco Silva, that's Fulham. I can't remember his name. I like the Fulham youth. He's on a free. Oh, Bruvs, you're talking about the English boy. Bruvs? I watched a thing with him. I mentioned it. It's a year ago I mentioned it. Awobi was saying, most natural finisher he's ever seen. He goes, I've played with this person, Arsenal, this person, this guy. Harry Wilson is you're talking about, I believe. Harry fucking Wilson. Bro, he's a fucking good player. I've been telling WB for the last 2-3 months. Like, every time I see him playing, I'm like, you know what? I really like this guy. And he's on a free in the summer. Is he Champions League material? But everything I've seen from this guy. But he's not a youth, though. That's the problem. I think he's about 27. He's been around for a little while. So this ain't a guy that's 19, 20, 21, UE. If you are, and please do confirm, you are talking about Harry Wilson. But that's how I know you're as Turkish as me. Because we are watching the same ball studs. We are watching the same brothers. Week in, week out. So I love you, my brother. Jesus and Gorkras can play together. Exactly. So do you know what I say? Honestly, not maybe against Man United, but the league game after Man United, let it be Burnley or something, yeah? I say we go 4-4-2. Serious shit. Drop the number 10 out. We've fucked off Athan and Wari. Odegaard's not good enough. Eze's too fat. I play 2 strikers. I would love to see it. I think I was watching it in Milan last night for the first 10 minutes, and I was thinking, you know what? If we're not careful, Thuram and Martinez could have joy from us here. Mascara looked a bit funny for a few minutes. Saliba got caught out once. Yes, the great William Saliba. Odegaard talk hot in Bruvs, and you know what? And so it should. The guy's phenomenal. The thing is, if Klopp was to go in next, I say Klopp fucking won't sanction no kind of sale to Arsenal. Not that it's Arsenal. I just think he would use him himself and want him himself. Arbeloa, you never know. Ardegaler's face might be a little bit Ozilish and it might not fit Real Madrid for him, for whichever reason. Klopp don't give a fuck about your passport or who you're from, where you're from. If you're world class, you're staying at the club. I reckon if this, and he's not going nowhere now, we've got no money in January, so... And that is definitely official. We're not buying no one this January. Whether it's a Jeremy Jacquet or a Ayo Bawadi that we have much watched and do admire as 19 and 18-year-olds respectively, for whichever reason, probably financial fair play. We're not involved this January, and I reckon we're saving up for 2 massive signings in the summer, and I'd like that to be Ardegaler and Kenan Yildiz. And financing that, Odegaard can go for me, Havertz can go for me. Collect that money in for Keywar, get a blowjob for Fabio Vieira, get a blowjob for Reece Nelson. I don't know, get whatever you can for them. Get your 17 million euro for Keywar. I don't know, sell Mikel Mourinho if you have to. Make Skelly a central midfielder. I don't know. But if it gets Odegaard out, Galer in, Yildiz on the left wing, I'm more for it. Man like Harry, exactly. Man like Harry. And they got man like Kevin just to take over from him. So... I like him. Is he more of a central midfielder or an attacking midfielder? So when I watch him, he battles in the central midfield. Then I watch him next week, and he seems to be a false nine. Like, it might be the way Marco Silva's asking him to play, but I tell you what, when Iwobi said it a year ago, I don't know why. It's not like I massively respect Iwobi. I don't respect or disrespect his words. But about a year ago, I watched one of them, I don't know, BT fucking sports fucking documentaries, and he was just talking about the best players he had played with in his career, considering he's been at Arsenal, Fulham, Everton, I do believe. I think he did mention one Everton player. I can't remember who. He mentioned a couple of Arsenal players, hard training, work ethic, but he said the most natural finisher and one of the most skillful players he'd ever worked and trained with was Harry Wilson. I thought, fuck off. You play for Arsenal, you can't. On a further examination of Harry Wilson, I actually see there's more than a footballer in him. I just don't know if it's Arsenal and Champions League level. Rodgers wants the Arsenal. I want Rodgers. That means there's no Ardegaler. So again, I give to you £120 million Rodgers, £120 million Ardegaler UE, as it does believe, even though people are just sort of buzzing in and listening to me, you're the only man commenting, so you take over the fucking stage. Who would you take? I'm having Kenan Yildiz for my left wing, and he can be back up to the Havertz and the Gorkras next season. I don't believe we can get 3 massive signings. Could we get 3 world-class players all at 100 million each, bros? I reckon there is players to sell though. Odegaard, Trossard, Marino. Get a couple of bits of money for the players that we let out on loan. Keywar, Nelson. Sell Martinelli. Just bring me Yildiz, Galer, Alvarez. I think the future's bright. The future's half Turkish and fucking half Alvarez, Argentinian. Quarter Argentinian, fucking 3/4 Turkish. Guys, do be liking and do be subscribing if we is new. It is another quiet 10 p.m. So shouts out to UE. Rogers wants Arsenal. We signed a new 5-year deal at Villa, but then again, that means fuck all. Ooh. I've got one for you, UE. £70 million for Rogers plus Ebereche Eze. What do you think? 65 mil on Eze. I don't think they have that. 70 mil on Eze. What do you think? It gets Eze off the wage list. It ends his career probably prematurely at Arsenal. Thank fuck. But you get a much better player than Eze. You get Rogers. 5 years younger, 5 years better, 5 years stronger. The other man loves Mourinho. He's 30 in the summer. I'm hoping he has a really, really good World Cup, a hat-trick here and there against, I don't know, Tunisia or something. And fucking, I don't know, an Atletico Madrid slam £30 million. Like almost, I'm like, fuck it, £32.5 million on the table. Arsenal would shit themselves and surely accept it. It's their money back. And we've had 2-3 years out of him. I'd say fuck him off. Get Ayub Bawadi and promote Skelly to a central midfielder. 2 for fucking 1. Norgard could fucking have it on his bike as well. Bollocks. Skelly and Ayub Bawadi. The 2 backup midfielders for Rice and Zubimendi. Young. Skelly untrusted sometimes, but I believe there is still a footballer in Skelly, and the footballer should be a central midfielder and definitely not a left back. Mourinho gets goals though. He does, but I'll sacrifice them goals for 2 younger and better central midfielders for me personally. One being 19, just about to turn 20, Skelly, and Ayub has just turned 18 and a half. He's not exactly old, he's 18. I'll take that over a 30-year-old. I'll take Ayub Bawadi, 18-year-old, over a 30-year-old Mourinho all day long. Maybe you need a bit of experience. I think we've got experience. Saliba's been there a few years now. So has Gabriel. Timber's been there a couple of years. One while he was even injured. Left back, you'll have the Hincapie, the Calafiore, the Italian Spirit, Polo di Omi Grande Micazzo. Vicky's in the building. Victor, Essex, how's it going? And you'll have the... He's not Ecuadorian. Where is he from? Where is Hincapie from? Chile, Peru, Chile. Who the fuck does Hincapie play for? I've just forgotten. And I've watched him as well. I've watched him in like the fucking American fucking CONCACAF fucking cup, for fuck's sakes. Bollocks. Hincapie. Cuban. I don't know. Cuban. But we'll have Hincapie. All good, thanks, Dan. As things you're in. Fucking not bad. Could be better. Could be a lot worse. But could be a lot better. Arsenal doing well though. Top of the Champions League group. Top of the Premier League table. In a good position in the semi-final of the Caravan Cup to go and meet Man City in the final of the Caravan Cup. And we've got Wigan coming up in the FA Cup. 4 trophies to play for. We're in the hunt for all 4. Arteta, I'm still 50-50 with, but I love it. Guys, do be liking, do be subscribing. I'm running to the football news one more time. Goodbye, Apron and Worry. Hopefully just to the summer. It is a loan with no kind of obligation, no kind of fee has been set for future sales. So it is a straight loan to the summer. The more games he plays, the less money Arsenal get as a loan fee. Real Madrid teen, centre-back, 19 years old, Victor Valentez, has been linked with Arsenal. Breno Biden, a 21-year-old midfielder, I think he's having a standout season in Brazil for Corinthians, has been linked with Arsenal Football Club. Arsenal would still sanction a sale for Gabriel Jesus this January if the price was right. Jeremy Jacquet, Chelsea struggle with fee. Stad Rennes, £152 million cash money. Could there be a hijack available here, like Ebereche Eze to Tottenham? Julio Alvarez is ready to return to the Premier League. This is the Atletico Madrid striker, once played for Man City, left Man City, and signed for Andrea Berta and Diego Simeone for £82 million. Allegedly, a fee of around £115 million could be enough to get him in the summer of 2026. Please leave it in the comments. What do you think, Arsenal fans? Odegaard, sell the prick, sign Arda Güler. Simple as that. Sell Trossard, sell Martinelli. Give me Yildiz. Sign Alvarez, sign Buwadi. I think I can feel another sensible summer coming on. Eze, could he be the worst signing ever for Arsenal? I thought he was disgusting in Italy last night. Who should start as a number 9 versus Man United this Saturday? I think it should be Gabriel Jesus. I would love to bamboozle Premier League teams. As I said to you earlier, I'd like to see Arsenal attempt the Wenger-style 4-4-2. The left back, the right back, 2 centre-backs, 2 strong central midfielders, a left and a right winger, and 2 9s up front, 2 number 9s up front. I would like to see Jesus. I think Jesus would be kind of a good foil for Gorkarez. PSG have prepared a bid of up to 50 million euros for Ayub Buadi, Brahim Diaz. Real Madrid have set a price of £50 million for the Morocco playmaker. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Man United and Aston Villa are battling out over the 20 to 25 million pound asking price from AC Milan. Not a bad price there for Ruben Loftus-Cheek, the former Chelsea man. Bournemouth agree Rayan deal, £30 million from Vasco da Gama. I'm looking forward to seeing this guy. Aston Villa are looking for a striker, Tammy Abraham. Besiktas want a loan with an obligation. Aston Villa don't like the sound of the obligation and are now looking at Jean-Philippe Mateta from Aston Villa instead, who is on a free in 2027. Jean-Philippe Mateta has asked to leave Crystal Palace today. As I said, he's out of contract. I'm going to phone you in 5. He's already hung up. And Marseille have signed Quinton Timber for €4 million and signed Ethan Awari from Arsenal on a loan to the end of the fucking season. Guys, do me like and do subscribe. In 32 minutes down, Yui, you're my fucking Turkish superstar and hero. Alvarez, Güler, Yildiz, Buwadi. And it's such a shame I couldn't say Jeremy Jacquet as well. Them 5 in the summer, and that's it. We're untouchable. I don't care who you saw. The untouchable 5 in the summer. Jacquet, Buwadi, Yildiz, Güler, Alvarez, job done. We are the kings. We're the champions. Sell Havertz, sell Trossard, sell WB, sell Martinelli, sell Loco. But make sure you keep TT Thierry down the left wing. Because TT will be on the left wing for Arsenal. You love Yui, son as a number 10, going through the middle. A real Odegaard. He's got Ozil in him. He's even got Bergkamp in him. But he's also got the sickest eye for a goal. The Davashuka lobs from 40 yards. Was he about 11? But guys, it's almost time to go. Mourinho is a system player. WB's a big cocksucker. Vicky is from Essex. I'm a G. Loco's a fucking dog. Thierry's a G. He'll be in the building tomorrow. Shouts out to you. You are the man of the match. Where did you see this report that Morgan Rogers wants the famous Arsenal? I'm going to have to go look that up. Oh, honestly, bro, just... Right. Do you know how you do that? You give Aston Villa Eze. Listen, just take the 67.5 million Eze, and we'll still give you another 67.5 million just to make up for the mistake. That'll be £130 million. Literally, we've paid for Rodgers. But if it gets the mistake of £67.5 million Eze, because we're never going to get that back. WB was giving me a slight little look there, but who's going to give you 35 mil for Eze right now? There's not many teams that would. Let's be real. I think Fulham would risk £40 million on Eze. Would Palace buy him back at 35, 40 mil? Who knows? Possibly. Probably. I just know you're never seeing 67.5 mil for him. So for me, if he's currently worth 35, 40 mil, I reckon 70 mil plus Eze, 110 mil, Morgan Rogers, done. Or you sell Eze for 40 mil, bring that 40 million pounds to Real Madrid store, and you're probably going to have to put 60 mil on top of that and get Arda Güler. Or you sell Odegaard and Eze. Stephen, how much can you get for the pair of them? Go on, WB.
59
for the both of them.
Yeah.
29 for one and 30 for the other.
Probably.
That is the way Arsenal do business, and it wouldn't shock me. But I'm hoping for a lot more than 59 million. Bros, I want 59 million for Odegaard alone. You fucking cock. He's a captain of Arsenal, literally 27, coming into his fucking prime. Blah! All right, 70 for Odegaard.
Try 60 at most.
All right, 68. What do you think we can get for Odegaard? If we sold Odegaard right now and sold Eze, not right now, at the end of the season, the summer, just so we could get Gulea or to finance Gulea or Rodgers, I'd sell the pair of the cunts. I'd bring Athan back and have 2 number 10s next season. Havertz probably won't go, so you have 3 number 10s. Havertz, Anwari, and Gulea or Morgan Rodgers. Is an upgrade. I don't know. It's one young potential. Havertz just knocks about on 350 grand a week.
You're going to get 2 fucking squad players if you have that. You have 4 in the same place. You get 2 squad players. And then you're going to moan about squad players.
Basically, Bubs, everyone's got to have like a 25-man squad, and we should do nothing more or nothing less than that. You know what I mean?
3 per player.
No. A 25-man squad literally is like 8 defenders, your 4 central midfielders, 4 wingers. That's that. 4. That's 8. 16, 3 goalkeepers, 17, 18, 19. I've slightly got that mash wrong slightly. Hold on. 5 central midfielders, 2 wingers, 2 on each side. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4 central defenders, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 4 wing backs. 18. 3 goalkeepers, 19, 20, 21. And 3 strikers, 22, 3, 24. That's a 24-man squad. Sign one more, 25, job done. Down. That's the fucking way I see it, 36 minutes down. WB, what's the rest of the night got in store for you, brother? At exactly 10:40 of PM. Guys, do be liking, do be subscribing. Why does it say I've been live for 36 minutes then? It's because I was 4 minutes late. Late. That's the one. I need to find my fucking thing. I need my fucking nose treatment. That sounds so dead. What, in that little section you reckon?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got this little section going on in the living room. It's just called a fucking section. Dog, what? Are these girls having a party?
Yeah.
What's going on next door? Who should got around there? I usually can tell voices, but I'm too far away. But on that note, guys, Yuri is the man of the match. We will be back. It's Arsenal, Man United. That is the next feast of football to look forward to. And then I do believe it's Tuesday, Champions League away at the Almighty. I'll call them the Almighty because I don't know who the fuck they are. I've never heard of them in my fucking life. Never knew we had a fucking grill in my fucking life. But on that note, guys, peace out. God bless. Keep it down the AFC TV. Get a big like on the video. Do subscribe if we is new. No January signings, but could it be 3 of the best in the summer? Gulea, Yildiz, Julian Alvarez. Peace out. God bless. Keep it Arsenal. Keep it down the AFC TV, y'all.